Hi, I'm Cherry. I'm obviously in lockdown, the same as the rest of the world. So I've decided I'm going to do some paintings from photographs. And the way I'm going to do this particular one, because it is very architectural, which is not a big thing with me, but I thought I'd give it a go. But it needs to be absolutely correct. So what I've done, because I'm using a very large canvas, is I have divided the canvas into squares, and likewise I have divided my photograph into equal squares so that I can plot where on this canvas the particular main item should be and where the detail should be. That then gives me the chance of getting the perspective absolutely correct and getting the right buildings in the right place, because they still exist and people will recognise them, and therefore they want to know that they are in the right place. So from doing it from this, obviously I have got the sharp angle here, so I'll get a longer ruler than this one because it's not big enough, and I will obviously take it from the right angle across, and this is where the squares help, because they then show me where to cross on the particular square as to which part comes into where. And that is the easiest way I have found to do this kind of thing, because obviously you can't trace it, you can't project it onto the screen. Well, you can, but I don't have a projector, so therefore it's easier to do it like this. And it allows for a bit of freehand and a bit of interpretation as well. Thank you. This is where I've got to with my painting so far. A little bit further on from when we last did a video, mainly because I've been nipping outside into the sunshine. It's taken quite some time. So I have put in a bit more detail. Some of the bits of detail I put in to give me a reference as to how deep to do colours and where to do colours. I have altered the colours to a great extent to be more pleasing on the eye for me, because the actual road tends to go very grey, even in a beautiful sunset in parts, and I just felt for a painting that's a little drab. Not a big lover of greys per se. So I've used the purples and the turquoises and the reddy browns to kind of simulate the depth of colour that you've got within the different types of greys that are in the street. But the building shapes are still the same. The shop frontages to a certain extent are still the same. And I have got an awful lot of work to do on this before I can actually say I finished it. My husband will tell me when I finished it, because I'm dreadful at knowing when I finished a piece of work. So I've still got a lot of work to do on that side, and I've still got some distance work to do, and I've still got to complete the road. I'm toying with the idea of doing the road wet so that it looks like it's just rained. We've had beautiful thunderstorms today. I love a thunderstorm. And the sky now is looking quite pretty outside, and no doubt we'll get a wonderful sunset because of it. So I'm toying with the idea of making it look like a wet road. So I've got to put the signage in on some of the buildings. I'm certainly not going to do it on all of them because that will make it far too busy. But I'm going to put some of the signage in so that we can actually place where this is in time, date and place. And mainly that's all I've got to say at the moment until I get it finished. Thank you.